waiting at the Tesla service center, waiting for my car to get back to me. Find out why I don't realize it's been something since I walked out to it. It was bricked. I came out to my car, it was bricked, and they had to tow it. Since I got it back, since it's been towed, it's been making this thumping sound from the rear, right rear. And so I've got it back at service to see what they can do, see what it is. I can't ride with it like that. If I got to buy new tires, I'll buy new tire. I have to do something because it's something, and I can't handle it. Have that thump, 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 thump. I drive over 200 miles a day. Thump, 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 thump. No, I can't do it. Yeah. Well, I just got my car back. Spent the morning at Tesla service on North Military in Norfolk. Turns out that when my car was towed after it had been bricked, the tow driver must have dragged the wheel. The right rear wheel had a flat spot. I noticed it because it was thumping like terribly. I was hoping that maybe it wasn't, maybe I picked up something, maybe it was something easy, maybe it'll round out again. No. So I drove for a day, half a day, and I put in for a service call. Went for it this morning. They found the flat spot, I have a picture of it, but they won't warranty it. It's not under warranty as far as they're concerned. I don't understand that, but okay. So they charged me for the tire. And so I paid $350 for a tire. I probably could have gotten a better deal. But this is a matching tire for the set and all that. I expect to have to be replacing tires in this car in this year for sure, all 4 tires, because I will put 50,000 miles on the car this year. So the idea of replacing the tires wasn't out of the question, but having to replace one tire at this point is really not fun. And to spend $350 for a tire that was damaged by a tow truck company that Tesla called is a little bit much to be sure. So I need to deal with that. The tow company saying they didn't do it. Of course, I had the wheels off the ground. How did it get the flat spot? There's my, that's what's happening now. So I just got out of the Tesla service. It's 12:30. I'm in a sort of a funky mood. I need to charge. I didn't bother. I knew I had the service, so I didn't bother charging last night. I got home early. That was nice. Also let me get up early. My next rider's name is Oh Me. My next rider's name is Oh Me.
Oh me.
Oh Me. Pick up Oh Me. Some of these are really funny.
Greenbrier Mall, then turn left on Ring Road.
Well, the best I heard was a woman who says she orders DoorDash and stuff like that. So she changed her name to Cash. She says her orders never get turned down. She always gets her delivery when they're assumed that cash is involved. She says she works from home, and by her looks and her demeanor, I think she's an OnlyFans actress.
Oh.
That was a good story. Cash works every time.
Turn left on Ring Road, then turn right.
Do you know where you're going here, David? This
It doesn't matter.
zigzagging me through all sorts of
Yeah.
Turn right.
Drop me off at Macy's if that's easy.
whatever. Tell me where you want to go.
Yeah, that's fine right there.
All right, let's get your.
Turn left.
Okay. Excellent. Press the button. That's it.
Things always throw me off.
Have a good afternoon.
Head to your pickup at Greenbrier Mall.
I think I found her.
Hey, I got it this side.
So
I got it this side. All right.
you're Whitney.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
All right. And you got to stop.
Head southeast on Suburban Parkway.
Shut up, my fucking soda. I need my water. I take my pills. Can I go grab it? Please. Just go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna sit
South,
the hell
stay
out
on Suburban Parkway.
in cash. Make a right.
Think all right?
Yeah. Get left LA.
In a quarter-mile turn right on George Washington Highway.
Not this like next side, make a left. Born in the wagon of traveling. People all the time.
I have a water in the back.
Oh, it is?
I don't think you can get to it like that. Just a second.
It's in the back where?
Just a second.
Gypsy tramps and thieves. Thank you. You hear it from the people of the town. Thank you. It's better. This is what?
That's one.
Gypsy tramps
Come
and
on.
thieves. Whatever. That's that smart car stuff. Get in this lane. Take the green light. Take the green light. Oh, you got it. Sorry. Everything's real quick around here. Small city.
Using the left lane, turn left on Frederick Boulevard.
Hello. Yeah. I'm listening to you. No, I ain't trying to. I'm good. If I need, I want, I get that myself. If I want, I get that myself. Cause I'm gonna do that it's for myself. Trying to get somebody.
Turn right on Deep Creek Boulevard using the right lane.
You said so. I don't. Do I have to be there or in my hands? Okay. Okay, and I don't want to. If if you do, if that's that, then you have to handle that yourself. I don't want to be involved in that. With that at all. That's it. So I just got back out here, and that's when that happened. Yeah, I was for like almost a year. Yeah. That's the issue. It's the life. It's lifestyle. And these motherfuckers out here, I don't trust. But listen, no, the people that I know is the people that me, and it's, and you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's them. Sierra was the main, and Creek Freak, but Creek Freak after the fact, you know what I'm saying? She felt bad. She felt bad because when she had for Dallas and all that. But that bitch Sierra, because she always trying to step on my toes. Who? No, Bex. She got into a situation. Okay, Sierra always tries to make it seem like she's so big, like she's so this, that, third, and to make me seem like, you know what I'm saying? She used that as a defense mechanism, you know what I'm saying? Like it makes her feel, you know what I'm saying, defines her. And I ain't got to do on it. And when I tell these people don't deal with it, I'm saying, first of all, you don't go through anybody like that because you don't do that, you know what I'm saying? You don't do shit like that. But if I tell you don't deal with it, don't deal with it. It's for a fucking reason. No, because of Sierra and this shit that's happening, then now I can't because I'm ready to snap anything, anybody. Now business is bad. She's poison. She done fucked everything up. Ain't none of that going on. It's not about that. I'm not gonna deal with it because I don't know what's what, you know what I'm saying, for real. I don't know, you know what I'm saying. It's that's what about dogs. It's deep, Banks, man. Like it's some real it's hell, listen, hell yeah, I ain't got to listen, I had that on the air week. Period. Even if I fucked it up. Plus call my phone phone. I don't want to have to move because I'm gonna do it and move. And secondly, I don't know who to trust out here. I don't trust nobody, man. And then when it comes to that right there, see, that's a different kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, the visions of all, you know what I'm saying? They'll, you know what I'm saying? Anything. Yeah, but I still need something while I'm out there, period. I ain't got to have nothing, nigga, right? Because it's people are, they want me out the way, man. They want me out the way, yeah. But they can't do it. They're not because niggas fuck with me too, you know what I'm saying? And it's the issue of them because it wasn't supposed to go this way. See what happened, I wasn't supposed to find out. And then the way I responded, they were surprised because Sierra made it seem like I was some kind of poop ass bitch. Like, yeah, I always took up for her and this, that, and third. Sierra, make her right. Yeah, Sierra is a clown, yo. She be lying, making shit up. Like she this, that, and third. She is delusional, man. No bullshit. That bitch she is a clown. Make her up. No bullshit. She lies and just makes lies. Like, you know somebody like that? That like to just make a lie. Keep going. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Arrive at your destination.
What time is it? What time is it, sir?
3:26.
Be right back.
It's a button.
I know.
Oh my God.
You know.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good afternoon. You had to open the door?
Yeah.
There it is.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
You too.
You dropped some pills.
Thank you.
There's another one there.
Head to your pickup on Mill Creek Parkway. Make a U-turn to stay on South Military Highway. Turn left on George Washington Highway North. Make a U-turn to stay on Mill Creek Parkway.
Oh,
In a quarter mile, make a slight left turn on George Washington Highway North using the middle lane.
yeah, I'm not really sure why that. Sometimes it's like the reception goes out, or
Okay, so yeah, it seems like it's the area. Because I was in that store and something wrong, there's no connection with the internet. No,
Make a slight
no
left
Wi-Fi.
turn on George Washington
So
Highway
it's
North.
the area, I think.
it could be something that they have maybe with the construction or something that
Yeah.
they're limiting radio waves or something.
Yes, because I was trying to get a connection inside the Rite Aid store.
And you got nothing.
Yeah, from the back end, I didn't get anything, but up to the front, yeah.
So I don't know. It just was frozen there for a while. And I'm lost without it. I'm still learning this place. I don't know where I am really. I just follow what the GPS tells me to do. I'm new here.
Do you know this area?
No, hardly at all. I just follow the GPS. I'm new to the area, so I'm
Are you
learning.
from Virginia Beach?
Not at all. I was born in New York, and I was living in New York up until this last October.
Oh, really?
Really? So I've just started driving around here since January. And this car I bought on February 7th, so it's just a month old.
Do you like it?
I do like it. I've had a little bit of problems with it that have been a little hard for me sometimes, but it's not because I don't like the car. Somebody rear-ended me already. I had the car 2 weeks and somebody rear-ended me.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, so that kind of stuff is frustrating. It's the first new car I've ever bought in my life. I like that it's electric. I find it's very fun to drive because I don't use the brake. Everything's done with the accelerator.
What part of New York did you come from?
I lived Port Washington and Stony Brook.
In a half mile,
Familiar
keep
with
right
that part
onto
of the world?
I-64 west using
No,
the right
I'm not.
lane.
It sounds interesting. Is it?
Port Washington is about, well, I used to work in New York City in Manhattan, so Port Washington is just quick train ride into into Manhattan, into New York City.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Used to ride my bicycle to the train and then take the train to work.
Oh, really? So you lived in the city?
I lived very close to the city. I live on a boat. I've been living on a boat for over 20 years.
Oh, do you have to pay rent on there?
You have to pay, well, it depends on where you are with the boat, but yes, if you
Pay
want,
do you pay property tax?
you pay rent.
Oh, you pay rent.
Keep right onto
Pay as much
I-64
property
West.
tax as anybody that pays rent pays,
Uh,
because you're paying to the property owner, and the property owner pays the tax.
yeah. Was it a lot? Was it a lot out there having to pay for rent?
Well, it's not rent like it's rent like you think of rent, because I'm not renting a house or apartment or anything. I'm just renting a place to park my boat, and that was costing close to $1,000.
Oh.
Frustrating. It's the first new car I've ever bought in my life. I like that it's electric. I find it's very fun to drive because I don't use the brake. Everything's done with the accelerator.
What part of New York did you come from?
I lived Port Washington and Stony Brook.
In a half mile,
Familiar
keep
with
right
that part
onto
of the world?
I-64 West using
No,
the right
I'm not.
lane.
It sounds interesting. Is it?
Port Washington is about, well, I used to work in New York City, in Manhattan, so Port Washington is just a quick train ride into into Manhattan, into New York City.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Used to ride my bicycle to the train and then take the train to work.
Oh, really? So you lived in the city?
I lived very close to the city. I live on a boat. I've been living on a boat for over 20 years.
Oh, do you have to pay rent on there?
You have to pay, well, it depends on where you are with the boat, but yes, if you
Pay
want,
do you pay property tax?
you pay rent.
Oh, you pay rent.
Keep right onto
Pay as much
I-64
property
West.
tax as anybody that pays rent pays,
Uh,
because you're paying to the property owner, and the property owner pays the tax.
yeah. Was it a lot? Was it a lot out there having to pay for rent?
Well, it's not rent like it's rent like you think of rent, because I'm not renting a house or apartment or anything. I'm just renting a place to park my boat, and that was costing close to $1,000.
Oh.
Frustrating. It's the first new car I've ever bought in my life. I like that it's electric. I find it's very fun to drive because I don't use the brake. Everything's done with the accelerator.
What part of New York did you come from?
I lived Port Washington and Stony Brook.
In a half mile,
Familiar
keep
with
right
that part
onto
of the world?
I-64 West using
No,
the right
I'm not.
lane.
It sounds interesting. Is it?
Port Washington is about, well, I used to work in New York City, in Manhattan, so Port Washington is just a quick train ride into into Manhattan, into New York City.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Used to ride my bicycle to the train and then take the train to work.
Oh, really? So you lived in the city?
I lived very close to the city. I live on a boat. I've been living on a boat for over 20 years.
Oh, do you have to pay rent on there?
You have to pay, well, it depends on where you are with the boat, but yes, if you
Pay
want,
do you pay property tax?
you pay rent.
Oh, you pay rent.
Keep right onto
Pay as much
I-64
property
West.
tax as anybody that pays rent pays,
Uh,
because you're paying to the property owner, and the property owner pays the tax.
Yeah. Was it a lot? Was it a lot out there having to pay for rent?
Well, it's not rent like it's rent like you think of rent, because I'm not renting a house or apartment or anything. I'm just renting a place to park my boat, and that was costing close to $1,000. So have you always lived around here, Christina?
No, originally from California.
Oh,
Yeah.
how long you been here?
Been here 6 years.
Okay, it's a while.
Yeah. Do you like all the features on this car?
Yeah, for the most part.
What's the pros and the cons?
Well, what is a con? I had a major breakdown after only owning it for 3 weeks.
Oh.
That's a major con. They replaced the part because of warranty, but I was without the car for a day, and it's a brand new car, so that sort of was a bummer. It had to be towed in for service, and the company that towed it damaged one of the tires, so I didn't get to. And they ended up charging me $350 for that, and I didn't damage the tire. The tow company did, but they said anyway. So the service and the fact that you're not really dealing with a person, it's all done through the app.
Yeah.
Buying the car, getting service, everything. It's not very personal, and that's a little weird.
Discuss how it transformed in the aftermath of that tragedy.
So. And around towards the back, it looks like.
Yes, not this one, but the next one.
Drop
got
off
it,
Christina
kid.
on the left.
Here's fine. Thank you.
212.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a good afternoon, weekend, and all that.
You as well. You have a good weekend.
You know how to open the door and press the button? No, not down there, please. Yes.
Thank you. I'm still getting used to Tesla.
Yeah, if you do the one back down on the bottom, that can actually break the door. It's only for if there is no electricity.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All the time I've been
I figured rather than letting me feel uncomfortable, I'd just take advantage of it and let you know that you had as much time as you needed.
I had to use the restroom too, so you know.
That's too funny.
I was gonna hold it in, but
So this seems like a pretty nice little shop.
it is. Usually when after then,
Head to your drop-off at 2037 Christian Avenue.
Hands on.
When Dr. Foster?
Yes, she's an amazing lady. I see her car here, but I don't see her.
Well, sorry you missed her. But they. So is there real flour there, or is it just?
Turn right on Martin's
I mean-
Green Lanes, then turn right on Kempsville Road.
THC 9, which is the real.
Right. Okay. But
And
you have to have a medical card.
no,
Okay.
it's
Turn
she
right on
has this.
Kempsville Road.
It's this. I don't know. On the line of Beverly Hills. That's how she operates.
Well, I found a place in Portsmouth.
Yeah, but medical. She does give.
No, it's not. No, I found a place in Portsmouth that sold to me within my New York license, no medical card, nothing. Recreational.
Just ahead, turn
They
left
had
on Green
gummies and
Lane,
everything.
Highway.
I prefer flour myself. I'm old school. I'm very old school, as you might.
Her edibles are great though. Like,
I know.
I don't know if you're into mushrooms, but she just started selling those too.
I have some chocolate infused, mushroom infused chocolate at home. Yeah.
She's a amazing lady, and then she your medical pretty good, pretty well. Festivals.
Well, now that I found this place in Portsmouth, so I was getting the best price that I saw in Portsmouth was about $270 an ounce of Turpey hybrid.
So I didn't see her ounce price, but I know her ace spot was 35. So
Or 35?
yeah. So I mean, it's probably ounces probably.
Well, 8 times 3 is 8. Well, you said 30 per. So there's 8 times 30 is 240.
Because there's 4 eights. No, there's 4 5s.
There's 8 eights.
It's not very.
How are you trying? What are you doing to try to get into it?
To be fair, I'm just going around. Like the other day, I found the open server for I don't know. Look.
Apple's got an online training program for technicians, and so does Google. Google's is through Coursera, which is an online college type thing.
Do you pay for it?
I paid for when I did the Google one. The Apple one is free though.
I've already signed up for Apple developers, so maybe I'm already got that.
Apple developer is different than Apple actually has now. I just saw it recently, and it's like it looks pretty damn good. And I'm probably going to go through a good part of it just because to keep myself up. They have an online training because Apple's supposedly signing into the right to repair movement, and so this is one of their.
So, an open source iPhone is not going to be a good idea.
Well, it won't be open source; it'll just be fixable.
Yeah, but and that means they have to open the architecture a little bit. And
It's just batteries and you know basic components. That's all. You know, R&R swap. That's all.
as long as it's not anything APT.
Well, that's one of their arguments about why they're being so restrictive. You know, and you're right on the money there. You're right on the money there because they are. I mean, that is a big part of their marketing is that they are helping to protect your privacy because they're not selling your information. They want to sell you products. They're not selling you, like Google is selling you.
Android is so easy to get into, and then they have malware right on the App Store, so it's just. But that's how I found this. I was looking, and then I found the Cobalt Strike beacon, and then when I was going deeper, I found out it was linked to then using other people's Git repositories and stuff.
Cool. Python is money. There's no doubt about that. if you can pick up on the coding, that's my weakness, is that I'm so old school that coding sort of any coding I knew was not worth it anymore.
Then turn
Anyway.
right on Christian Avenue. Turn left on Peel Street.
No,
Then turn
no,
right on
Apple
Christian
script.
Apple, oh wow. Yeah, that's also it's hard to remember. I spend a lot of my time googling the right command.
Yeah, well, that's how you learn.
Turn right on Christian Avenue. Then drop off Christopher on the right. Drop off Christopher on the right.
Where?
It's this way.
There you go, sir.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Head to your drop off at 3517 Dunedin Drive.
Sound right? 3517 Dunedin Drive.
Turn right on Western Branch Boulevard. Then turn right on Taylor Road.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
US. Highway 17 South.
This car is amazing.
You just noticed the ceiling?
Yeah. That's amazing.
The car's got camp mode where the whole back will lay down. I just got an air mattress for it. I could just imagine. I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah, definitely a mood setter. Oh, just imagine doing it in the rain. Oh my goodness. I literally do it. You know? It's so sweet.
Yeah, camp mode will keep the temperature and inside temperature where you want it, and keep the outlets live for your gadgets. And we'll keep the battery from running down below 25%. So.
In a half mile, take right exit
About 2 hours ago, I was down in Chesapeake,
Highway 17 South using the right lane.
and I set a destination to go home, which is Fort Monroe over in Hampton. 2 hours. This is as close as I've gotten to home. They keep on bouncing me back up. It just, and so they just gave me another call. I'm just curious where it's gonna. Where are they gonna do? What are they gonna do to me now? I have enough battery, so I'm not worried about it. But there are times where I need to set a destination filter because I need to get to a charger, because I only have so much battery, and then they run you around like this, and I have to say,
In a half mile, turn left on College
turn it
Drive
off.
using the left lane.
I've just got to get to where I need to go without getting paid. Oh, I love your sympathy. Well, because we can get run to anywhere, like up to Richmond, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, and then to have to drive all the way back, the pay that I got paid for going up there all of a sudden becomes half.
Like what? Just imagine taking a trip to Richmond.
Now look, it says my destination is timed out. Now they won't get me to my destination anymore because I didn't get there soon enough.
Oh wow.
So now what? You're gonna send me to wherever you want to now? I don't understand how they can do this. So that I have no choice but to turn it off. I have no choice. Because at this point, if I don't have a destination filter, I really don't know where they can send me, and I don't want to have to start canceling. Because if you cancel or you refuse trips, that goes against your status. And I'm shooting for diamond.
Right. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it.
I am gonna make it by the end of this week. I mean, by the end of next week.
Yeah, you got it.
But they don't make it easy.
Yeah.
Actually, so that's my goal. I'm gonna get to the top in Uber, and then I'm gonna stop doing Uber and do Lyft.
Okay. They do charge more. On
and I'll see how it goes, you know. And if I'm making more money on Lyft, then I'll stay doing Lyft. If it isn't as good as Uber, I'll go back to Uber.
Okay. That's a good
But the idea of doing both at the same time, like I know a lot of guys do that. Like they keep both apps and they switch back and forth. That's to me that's.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
It seems like you just lose more than you gain doing that. But you know, they don't care about their status. They're being very selective in what they pick. And if you're smart, I guess I can't really do that yet because I don't know the cities well enough. I'm new here. I just got here. I just started driving in this area in January.
Okay. So this area right here is technically, this is still Suffolk.
Right.
This area right here is like the borderline where it draws a line from Suffolk and Portsmouth. So it's like right on the edge of that.
Right.
So people call this Portsmouth and Suffolk because it really is Suffolk, but this
It's
is
close enough to Portsmouth.
Yep. And then right down there is
Chesapeake?
Churchland.
Quarter mile turn
Churchland.
left on Magnolia Drive.
Churchland, and then a little further back, going back where we just came from, that way is towards Chesapeake. It's weird.
No, I live in Hampton.
Yep, and that's straight up that way. Get off the exit up there, and then, yeah.
I have to go through on this side. I have to go through Newport News.
Turn left on Magnolia Drive, then turn right on Old College Drive.
This is it, right?
Yep.
So how do you like working for Amazon?
I love it.
Oh, good.
They have such great benefits, and the schedule. I don't go too crazy about the schedule because I'm getting full 40 hours. But if I can't work one of the days I'm originally
Turn right on Old
scheduled, I can
College
swap
Drive.
that day for a day that I'm off, so I can have that day.
So you
off.
get some flexibility.
Yeah,
Flexibility is everything.
that's what I love about it. If something comes up, I can.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I like this.
Quarter mile turn left on
Monday.
Magnolia
My
Drive.
daughter has a dentist appointment on Monday, and I don't have any paid time to take off, so I'm gonna switch my Monday for a day off, like Wednesday, so I don't get. I got a shout out. It says, "Thank you for your flexibility and teamwork in picking up the extra shifts. We can know we can count on you for this." And they gave me a badge.
Yay! See, we're just talking about that.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. Like, I like the incentives
left on
they
Amelia Drive.
for coming to work. I like it. And
How long you been working there?
I just came back as a rehire, so I've been here a month,
And how long did you work the previous time?
3 months, but it was
Okay.
Just
it was
ahead, drop off
around
Terry on the
COVID
left.
time,
Uh-huh.
and my daughter was sick, and I got sick taking care of her, so I had to miss a lot of days.
So you're going for it again.
And I know now.
What's going on?
It's
Drop off Terry on the left.
Excuse me. Hey, are you all right? Okay, just making sure. All right, you're welcome.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't really know him personally, but I see him rolling a lot.
And I appreciate you doing that. That's why I stopped. Where's your door?
It's right here behind the silver car. Yep.
Do I have somebody behind me? go. All right, I'm out of the street. You're out of the street.
I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you.
Whatever I can do to help you get to Diamond, 5 stars.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
No problem.
You know the door? It's the
Wait.
that light up on top is a button. Just hit the button. That's it. Oh, you're a sweetie. It was fun to ride you.
It was. It was good to see you. I
Yeah.
hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
I just want to get home at this point. I started at 4:30 this morning.
Oh, yeah, you need to go home.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.